Welcome to 5 Minutes with Cap at WSIA. This is our first one over the next few days here, and I've got Aaron Perry from Amwins Orlando, Senior Vice President, and Elle Hall, an underwriter at CapSpecialty. How are you guys doing?
Very good.
All right, when did you guys get in?
Yesterday, Saturday.
Do you have meetings already? Or?
I wouldn't call them meetings, but had some libations.
But, wonderful. Elle, how about yourself?
Just flew in like 3 hours ago.
3 hours ago. Okay, yeah, same here. We've got a few of these over the next few days, but we thought we'd talk a little bit about, what you're seeing in the market, what you're looking to get accomplished in until Wednesday here. Well, I guess first, you've been here before. Mm-hmm. What's kind of your objectives for the conference?
Yeah. Well, I think visibility, first of all, is so important. And
so we have you on a video here.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, we tell our underwriters all the time. I mean, visibility is the most important thing, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a relationship business for you guys, for us, and the retailers, and we're a true middleman. So that rapport goes a long way. So being here is kind of twofold, right? We want to spend time with the folks that we already have a relationship with. We want to continue to strengthen and build that. But at the same time, it's also an opportunity to meet with new capacity, see who the new players are in the space, talk to them. We want to communicate with you what our needs are, and we want you to communicate with us what you want to see.
So if you wanted to, how many meetings could you have had with current and potential carriers at this conference?
10 to 15 years ago, I used to make it every 30 minutes, but that's just absolutely ridiculous.
But you could have had like 50 meetings.
You could have a ton, yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, Elle, what are you trying to accomplish over the next couple of days?
For me, it will be, of course, like with Aaron, I already visited his office a few times already during this year and everything. But it's always great to see Aaron again with his team that I haven't seen before, or with the other Amwins offices that I can put everybody together and we can just unite and talk and just exchange stories, and then from one region to another. And then it's just for us to just do it like in one spot, one venue, without having to coordinate different venues. So I think that's really cool to see that, to be able to do that.
So you guys have made a real commitment to bringing in new talent. Is that something that's consistent across all the offices, or something that your Orlando office has really focused on? And talk a little bit about it. Has it? Where are kind of the challenges when you do that, but what are the payoffs?
Yeah, I think it's obvious that talent acquisition is a challenge for everybody in all parts of the distribution channel at this point. With wholesale specifically, I think it's consistent across all Amwins. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody else, but I believe it to be, because we are growing, always, and the market allows for that, and we're out there working hard to grow. So we need to acquire talent, and I would say that it's consistent, and really we love to grow our own talent. I think we've had a lot of success being involved in college campuses, recruiting through the college network.
Do you do it through just insurance programs, or any type of degree is okay?
I mean, I didn't come from an RMI program. I think that any degree is great, but RMI is fantastic, and we do spend a lot of time. University of South Florida just is in the process of starting their own RMI program as well, and we were able to contribute to that in a charitable way and participate with them. And we've got a lot of young talent in our office.
How many new people do you bring in a year?
Well, shoot, I would say just recently has probably been our biggest acquisition of talent. Over the last 12 months, I think we've brought in 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
We've had 2 new producers roll out in the office, and they've needed support on their team. It's been a really good time right now.
So Ellie, on the other side of it, so you're the underwriter,
right,
now working with more junior people. How do you think about it? Is there more time, or is it more of a necessity for you to train? Are you bringing in? How do you think about kind of matching up the people with your junior underwriters?
Right. From our standpoint, from the carrier side, like for example, I've been working with Aaron for a few years now, and then new members coming in, joining in. I maybe I'm not as familiar as I am with them compared to Aaron, but then I know that he belongs to, this person belongs to Aaron. So they will have like the training and then the style of working and,
Sure.
and back and forth in communication style that I may not necessarily have to start everything from scratch again.
Sure.
Like I feel like even though yes I just meet you or I just know you, but it feels like you're part of like the older family I know. So there's a little bit of familiarity there.
Sure.
So I don't feel like I have to start all over again. Kind
Sure.
of thing. Like,
Sure.
yeah, this junior broker will say, hey, Ellie, Aaron or Brian maybe will told me that you do this, that you write this. I'm
Yeah.
sending this to you. Can you help me? So that for me is already one step, closer to getting a deal together.
Sure.
Compared to somebody I totally never know about.
So you both specialize in the Florida area. There was a lot of excitement around tort reform, but just in general, what kind of give us some commentary on the market dynamics that you're seeing, on the front line, and
Sure.
There's been cautious optimism around tort reform, but what are you seeing, and are you seeing people's behaviors change because of it? It's like a 5-part question.
Yeah,
Okay?
no, absolutely. I don't think that you've seen a lot of behavioral change yet. I think that cautious optimism is probably a very good way to describe it. I think that we're entering a time in the marketplace now where everybody's kind of looking at how they want to deploy their capacity.
What does that mean?
I think that, we've had a big correction in the marketplace over the past few years,
Yeah.
especially as it pertains to HAB
Yeah.
and residential construction in a
Yeah.
lot of ways, depending on the state, but especially in Florida.
Sure.
So I think that you are going to see, we've had multiple carriers pull back, but now there's been a couple new entrants in the space too. So I think you're going to see everybody reevaluate how they're deploying their capacity. And then Florida with the tort reform, it's still pretty early. I don't even know that it's been a full year. I actually sit on the Surplus Lines Association, so we're still waiting to see. I think you're going to see carriers wait to see kind of how that performs in the court system first, see how verdicts are handled, and then kind of make decisions on the fly over the next few years.
So you think people are going to start to try to grow?
I hope so.
You
Definitely hope so.
Okay.
We could use it. Let me
Yeah.
just put it that way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ellie, what would you add on that?
I would say that I feel like since the tort reform, yes, I do see that, or have heard from other offices that they say the similar things like, hey, a lot of carriers are being like, hold and see, and how this is going to turn around. And but I noticed a little bit of more harder competition out there,
Right.
with more appetite, and that news is being used as a competitive point.
Right.
Why can't you be a little bit more competitive in Florida because of this whole change?
Sure.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more on us on making those changes.
Sure.
We're being a little bit more pressed to do something about it, like to take that first few steps. So yeah, that's what I've been noticing. Nothing aggressive, nothing like too noticeable or anything, but yeah.
Somehow there's the least amount of players we've
Yes.
ever had, but it's the most competitive that it's ever been at the same time. I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah, what do you make of that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Is it, I guess the side of it would be, well, people really know what they want.
I don't know. Do we ever really know what we want? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's where relationships become so important, right?
Right.
Because you have to have a level of trust with us, the same way that we have to have a level of trust with you. And I think that, if you have a good broker that you trust, you know that they're doing their job, you know that they're working with the
Sure.
retailer you want them to work with in a certain way, and with gathering information and being honest and forthright. And I think relationships are what's going to get deals done. So I hope that that's how capacity gets deployed, is you look at who your really good partners are, and,
Yeah.
you have faith and trust in that.
One last thing. how does Amwins Orlando differentiate itself in the Florida market?
That's a great question. I can speak specifically to the way we deploy ourselves is just by getting out in front of our clients.
Right.
The way we differentiate ourselves is by picking up the phone, answering the phone, answering emails, communication. I can't tell you how many times we walk into a meeting with a retailer and they say, I can't get a hold of my broker. It's the most simple thing that you can control.
Right.
And it's the easiest way to get business, keep business, and grow business. And that's honestly what I would expect from my underwriters as well, is to just pick up the phone and be communicative, and we can all write a lot of business together.
How are we doing?
Fantastic. Elle's one of the best that I know, honestly.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yep.
Awesome.
I have to
Absolutely.
say, the communication between our offices, like within 5 minutes, we are answering each other's emails.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you didn't say that, that would have been a really awkward.
Right? Have we been an edit point right there? Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot for the time.
Yes,
really
sir.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Thank you.